My name is Omar Abbott. I'm here for my doctoral presentation on how to make root beer. This is my friend, Dr. Forrest Quinlan. He's a chemical engineer, chemical super freak. He's my more knowledgeable other. He brews beer because he likes it.
But one of the first things that I should talk about is sanitation, because sanitation, there you are, sanitizing right there. Sanitation is the key, especially in beer, but also with root beer. Using this as our bottling bucket here in a minute.
Bottling bucket. What's a bottling bucket?
So sometimes you can pour this stuff directly into the bottles, and everything's great, especially with my beer, because I pitch the yeast into a big bottle first. When I go to these bottles for later on, the yeast is already mixed.
And why would you do that?
So every bottle has equal amounts of the yeast and just enough to do their fermentation inside the bottle. So we're going to do the same thing here. When we get to the yeast rehydrating stage, we're going to wake them up. They're in this cool little packet right here.
After all the daughters procreate and all that?
Yes. Yeah, you remember the daughter thing from our previous conversations.
Yeah.
All the mothers are right here. They're going to make daughters and make daughters and make daughters and eat all that sugar forth. So here we have sarsaparilla root, nice and finely chopped, probably more finely chopped than needed to be. We will be using a strainer to get all this stuff out before we bottle.
Okay.
We don't want chunks. Star anise, if you were to pick one of those up and smell it, that's going to be really that.
Oh, it's not bad actually.
Yeah, that really gives that sort of root berry type smell, right? Cinnamon, yeah, that's going to give you a nice little cinnamony spice. And you can smell the sarsaparilla root since you're smelling it. There's really not much there, but I think that gives probably the body. And then this orange peel will give it that citrusy. So the directions say basically get this thing up, dump in your roots, and start getting those flavors out. I say we just dump it now.
Sound right?
Nah. Oh dear.
You gotta mix this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to mix this.
Whole stick?
Whole stick. And then, yeah. We're professionals. Let's, I don't know, let's
You always tell I know what I'm doing.
You're using a cinnamon stick to mix it. Try to get those roots to get in there.
Alright, so you want to handle this because in case something explodes or something? Is that what it is? Because I'll do it, I don't care.
Alright, go ahead. So we're done steeping. We're just going to set it into our ice bath, if you will, so it can try to cool quickly. Oh yeah, like a glove. Okay, so now that you're down to just about 100 degrees, we're going to mix in the recipe calls for 4 cups of cool tap water. We're going to do our cold filtered water. This is going to take us down that last little bit for the yeast to be able to survive once we put them in their new environment. So I'm going to do this, and then we're going to strain that into this bottling. We're going to filter all of our stuff, so I'll hold this, and please don't hurt me. Yeah, this could. You know what? Why don't we use? Where's my thing? We already have our sanitized cup. We can actually, because that looks a little heavy. Let's scoop and dump.
Oh, that's not gonna work, brother.
What? This is the smallest one I got. So.
Well, go for it. That's not gonna work. Yeah, it might work.
It'll work.
Let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot. Now we're going to fill this up to where we have most of it, most of the bottle filled. Again, like the 2-liter bottle, I want to leave just a little bit there at the top for the gases. That's it. Flip top up. And again, room temperature for at least a couple days. Now this one you can't actually squeeze to find, so I would say when that one's ready, this one's ready, everybody goes in the fridge, put all those yeast to sleep. It's all fun and games when that one blows up. Not so fun if glass blows up. So
make sure I put it in a safe place for my neighbors.
My reflection on my Learn Something New project. I thought it was rooted in problem-based learning, which is a constructionist approach established by Gene P.J. PBL considers collaborative or self-directed learning and is supported by a flexible teacher or more knowledgeable other so they can be scaffolded in acquiring knowledge. This is where Gene P.J. and Lev Vygotsky had similar ideas about scaffolding, even though Lev Vygotsky called it ZBD, Zone of Possible Development. Also, my learning experience is situated in the sense that I slowly got brought into a community of practice by my more knowledgeable other or old timer. By going through websites, learning the language, and the art of brewing, I went from a lurker, slowly brought into a legitimate peripheral participant in that communities of practice. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my video.